We are here. It is time for some FACEIT League. It's Thursday night. It's our final match of the week here for this week. It was a little bit of a short week considering we didn't have Master Division this week. We've got an expert match. Like I said, no Master this week. So, we're running expert here today on what would normally be our Master day. But, we get an extra look, an extra day of matches for our, our T3 squads here. Phoenix Guard taking on Broc Esports here for your final match of the week on stream. Both these teams entered the week 4-0. Broc Esports did lose to BCU Spark. I believe that was yesterday, was that match. And Spark are currently one of your 3 6-0 teams sitting at the top of the pack right now. Spark, sitting at the very tip top currently in the #1 spot. So, if that's what it takes to take B-Rock down, then you know what, they're okay. I don't know why I always call them B-Rock. They're Broc. It's Broc Esports. I don't know why I always say B-Rock. I don't know what's up with that. But yes, good old Broc Esports. That is their only loss. Phoenix Guard have not played yet this week, so they are currently sitting at that perfect 4-0 they entered the week with. It's our first look getting Phoenix Guard on stream. We did have... we had Broc Esports on before, and what was that? Was that week 1? I don't think we've got him on in week 1, is what it was. Yes, indeedy. Oh my god, my boyfriend is playing on Phoenix Guard. Thank you for streaming. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's so wholesome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're able to support. I appreciate you being here. What is that? Astrology? Astrology? We'll go with astrology. I like that. I appreciate you being here. That's awesome. Love that you get to come support. Happy to get the team on stream. Like I said, it's our first look at Phoenix Guard here tonight. It's our second season in the league. Let's see. They started off... Oops, that was the wrong button. Come on, Jeff. Get it together. So they were in Expert Division last season. They placed 10th, which was good enough for playoffs. So, you finish in top 12. That is commendable. NA Expert is, especially in Season 3, there were so many teams, and it was so hyper-competitive. Just placing in top 16 required a 9-5 finish, which is, you see exactly what they had here. You come in 10th, you finish 9th, 12th. No shame in that. You run into what is a pretty strong boot troop there. That is the one that actually sends you home. And then, of course, you run into Amplify there in the winners bracket. Phoenix Guard running it back here in Season 4. And so far, looking good. Hey, get another win over Small Any team we saw there in that postseason from Season 3. Also taking wins over Zeus, Cafe Blanc, and Stargirls. Now, none of those particularly convincing. Not that the wins themselves weren't convincing. So, they have only dropped 1 map, but they've gotten 2 forfeit wins of the 4 they have registered. So we don't have a good solid grasp of what this team can do yet. They are going up against some much more difficult competition here over the next 2 weeks. So it's definitely going to be a difficult road over the next 2 weeks for Phoenix Guard. Let's see if they can rise to the occasion. If they can show those Phoenix wings, spread their wings and fly, so to speak. Broc Esports, team, like I said, we've had them on once. Was that the Voyager squad towards the beginning of here's a match against Phoenix Guard from last season. Yes, it was the Voyager squad for the first half of Season 3. That's right. So, hey, you know what? Looks like last time these two teams met, it was a map 5 banger. Ends up being a reverse sweep for Phoenix Guard there. But, it was a little bit of time ago. Sunday, October 20th was the last time these two met. So that Voyager squad, showed so much promise, and then I think had roster struggles here in the middle or something of the like, before becoming a Tanuki Okami there at the very end of Season 3. Now here under the Broc Esports banner, not that team, this tape. Now here under the Broc Esports banner, as we're in Season 4, 4-1 record here to start off, but kind of a similar story where. None of the teams that they've played so far are very high in the standings, right? And then 2 of these are forfeits. So Small Any team and Wisteria are both forfeit wins. So they too have a pair of forfeit wins of the 4 that they have in total. They did lose to Elite Helios, but Elite Helios have been looking good. They're currently one of your 6-0 squads. So Again, when your only loss is to a very tippity-top team that's undefeated, no shame in that. Whoops. Where's our match page? There's our match page. Have been some changes since that varsity roster. I said varsity roster because I saw the varsity player. But we are seeing, from the Voyager roster, we are seeing some returning members in Key, varsity, Kaori. I believe we're all returning members from that squad. I'm not super familiar with the players from Phoenix Guard. I remember seeing Smash Boy around, I want to say, may have been in Collegiate. I'm not even 100% convinced on where I have seen Smash Boy around now that I think about it. Where would I recognize Smash Boy? Let me know. Well, I can't believe I can't think of it. Like, I feel like such a doofus because I can't think of it. I know I've cast Smash Boy before, and I can't place where. All right, let's pull up our handy dandy map fan screen just because I think it's cool. I think that's cooler than this. All right, and you can see Blizzard World was the pick out of Broc Esports. So we're determining they're going through their hero bands. All our hero bands done here at the top of the series. Finally got my gold horn back. It looks good. It looks good. I really appreciate the support, my friend. That's amazing. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Why Creative? I appreciate the follow as well. Thank y'all for being here. Oh, you know I like those rad rockets, Redix. You know I like those rad rockets. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Lijiang Tower, Blizzard World, Esperanca, Suravasa, Havana. Your 5th map here to round out the series today. Shimmer says hi, Bullskunks chat. There you go. I'll get that on stream for you. I don't usually show lobby, but everybody's saying hi to y'all. Oh, that's not the right button. There you go. Everybody's saying hi to y'all. Shimmer, Key, Nick, Varsity, everybody's saying hi. Everybody's saying hi. So yo, say hi to all the players out there. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Hey, you know what? It's worthy of it. The scene deserves it. These players, these teams, they deserve to be highlighted. I couldn't just let our path to pro scene just fall into obscurity. Fuck that. Somebody had to do something. We had to do something. Are you with me? Let's get into map 1. Ooh, I love playing to Orisa. I can't wait. Honestly, I mean, shield sounds strong, but charged javelin just sounds fun. And the what little we've seen in Orisa here in competition over the past couple days, it was once, and they were using the charged javelin actually, where I anticipated the shield just to kind of be the go-to option. Looking forward to it. Doesn't look like we're getting any Orisa here right out at the gate. Smash Boy showing us the hazard here to start. And get a little teleport rollout, and NLU is going to swap on over to the Soj. Yeah, I love the little llama weapon charm. That's amazing. With the hazard, yeah, this is going to give you control over the center area, but Key and the rest of Broc Esports have kind of leaped around towards White Room side, towards elevators. So just kind of opted out of that initial battle for center pillar. Are running with the Brig Ana here in the backline. The Ana could be a vulnerability, and Smash Boy could find their way onto that key healer there. Ooh. But, you know, you got to watch out for those purples. Those purples could just put an end to this tank. Varsity trying to sneak around this outside, see if they can help out in this duel as Key has worked around and try to put some pressure on the back line of Phoenix Guard. Biding their time here to try to get in, but they waited too long. Nick and World is Mine have both fallen. Now Smash Boy's going in deep, looking for more, picks up that kill. Phoenix Guard had long grabbed first cap, now have 23% and counting as they finish off first fight. Far side rotation, and hey, what do you know? Speaking of the battle cattle, oh, I'm so jealous of this skin too. Oh, the Momo skin is so, excuse me, not Momo, but Appa skin is so good. It's so good. All right, anyway. Creative wall there to kind of deny some healing on the key momentarily. Kitsune Rush tossed in here from Phoenix Guard. Ooh, Smash Boy finds their way into the back with that pickup on the key. Now we're going to get Shashi coming in, getting into the mix. That's 3 with the dash throughs. Smash Boy and Shashi. Wow, that's a tongue twister, but you know what? It is a deadly tongue twister. Category 5 tongue twister. You know, with the overclock is using the overamped as well. So you're seeing the 150 charge here, a little bit of extra damage on the back of that, and Nick getting the brunt of all of it. So good opening pick is going to keep Nick away from that blade here in the waning seconds of the cap. Shashi drops it over the top. I hit the wrong button. Sashi gets dropped. Varsity moves on to this point. With 1 health, Smash Boy doesn't last either. Varsity comes up with 2. Rally here to bolster Broc Esports as they clean up on the back of the fight in a 0 to 99. But you know what? You spent everything to make it happen, and now you got to be perfect. Good news for Broc fans out there is there's not a whole lot to work with on the other side, but you do have this down. Oh, you must be Rock. How did I not get that one, Maddie? Ah. I figured the shield would be good against particular tanks, or, you know, and depending on if you need to block stuff with the shield, like an Earth Shatter, or Tectonic Shock, or anything like that. Could be useful. Chase down onto Varsity here, and with a jump shot. You saw the railgun shot come in from up in the sky. Shashi will shut down Nick's blade. Phoenix Guard right back in control at a 99 situation. The yellow bar of OT is going. I'm embarrassed that I didn't catch the B rock. You must be a rock. Okay, looks like Smash Boy went with this is the leap distance, I believe. Let me double check that. Here it is. No, it's off the top, excuse me. That is off the top. The leap distance is a major. Off the top is going to do a little bit extra damage to anybody over 250, which will include, well, it's mostly for tanks. But I guess could include, like, if you have rally health or, you know, sound barrier as well. Varsity finds first blood here for Broc Esports, for Broc Esports. Smash Boy just gets caught out in the coast trying to pursue that kill. Shimmer got a boop there, though. Varsity put down into the streets of Lijiang. Still have a Brig as well as Key on this Orisa holding down the fourth, though. It'd be difficult for a Lucio Genji to get too much done. As you can see, we are getting Key rocking the shield here. And the extra Fortify health. As you see Fortify available. Ooh, ADU with a great opener. The Fortify pop, do get that additional bit of health. And it makes sense to just trying to hold down this point. Then you're going to use the shield, just trying to lock it down. Terra Surge gets 2 on that. Very nice. And you know, you took quite a bit of damage. World's Mind finds the finish in Broc Esports. So far, so good. 42 and counting. I need so many things. I need so many things. A third monitor would be huge. I guess I must say, a third monitor would be huge. All right, consider rush in. Smash Boy having to juggle, keeping Key at bay and fighting vulnerable targets, but it works out. With the consider rush, they're able to take so much space. Smash Boy and Shashi combining for a great pick there in the back line on the 0. Good fight there out of Phoenix Guard, a much needed fight. And they don't spend everything to make it happen. So, you know, we're still holding on to a couple ultimates to work with. That's the overclock thrown in from Varsity. Broc Esports trying to check this back, but Sashi's already moved dead. Rocking both sustain perks here on the Genji. The sub barrier thrown in from Shimmer. Unfortunately, it looks like only 2 other players got that. Smashville may have gotten a little bit of it, actually, now that I was looking at it. Rally up from World is Mine, and nobody wants to die on this point. Eventually, kills are starting to come through. Oh, let's find an angle here. How about up here? He's Pac-Man low. Oh, gets caught at the Terra Surge. The Suzu was just a touch early. So they're not going to be able to find the continuing rush in on this point. Broc Esports maintain control. Nick firing some rockets towards Shashi, hoping to get around that deflect. The deflect did provide a little bit of healing, a little bit of sustain. Shashi's able to move in and pick up a kill in the World is Mine with that, but doesn't stay on the point long enough. We head to Control Center and determine who takes Lijiang. He's Pac-Man, what are you rocking here? What are you rocking? The extra swift step? Yep. Let's see. That's shuffling. Yeah, that's the extra swift step where you can use it within 4 seconds. You can double down on it, like blink in and blink out. You've also got the healing with projectile speed. So that's the urgent care is the minor perk here for East Pac-Man. So the healing fluid just fly faster if you're throwing them at critical health targets. Just kind of curious. Check out our reports. I don't know. Just kind of curious. Check in. See what kind of perks our players like to use. Key, of course, here with the protective barrier was able to just fortify on this objective early. But Shashi and Smash Boy cleaning up around the outside. They're looking to just take down the reinforcements, cut the legs off from underneath Key, and they found bus supports up there on coast. So, all damage onto Key will be permanent through this. You get a little bit of extra with the fortify, but doesn't have cap, doesn't have control of the objective. So, this could be a bit of a difficult situation. Key surviving is huge. It's bot time for these supports to get back into this thing. Let's check. Where's Nick? Where's Nick through all this? Playing along the outside. Okay, okay. Big play from Key to stay alive, and it means that they can attack sooner rather than later. Not give up too much percentage before this re-engage. Jagged Wall already forced out a Smash Boy. There goes the violent leap across, just looking for some safety. Nick gets popped along the outside, and you keeping the skies clear. I'm not exactly sure where Nick was. It was off camera there. Look at some NLU pop for you. Throwing a railgun shot up towards the supports. Got some good damage in. Finds the punch on the Varsity. World is Mine collapsed upon. And a beautiful move. They're out of Phoenix Guard as they ambush the server room beautifully. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So you do, of course, keep your perks between control rounds, unlike attack and defend rounds on hybrid or escort. Technic, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Says Phoenix Guard, my beloved. Nick played along the outside here, and Phoenix Guard going to drop it a container rush as well as an overclock. you're not finding much with it. It's going to be the Beat Blade now to engage. 2 more ultimates piled in, and this one will get the job done. Sashi dissects the back line, finds both supports and the Juno with that Dragon Blade. 83% counting here. What has been a flawless control center out of Phoenix Guard. Sashi on the sneaky sneak. Getting chased down by World is Mine. World is Mine has that rally, and the rest of the team might need it. Can't afford to stay on that flank for too long. Key going up the gut with Varsity following with the overclock, but NLU finds the shot, finds the range. The rally now placed in to try to keep Key alive, and the Terror Surge is popped. They don't have that shield for another couple of seconds, and they're losing reinforcements left and right. Just tiptoeing on and off the point to try to make sure they can keep the overtime going. Unless Key can, find a kill in the next, little bit. This is going to be tough. Oh, there goes the dive into the back from Smash Boy and Sashi. He is surviving, but that is about it for now. That violent lead back in, and then seeing a little bit of that extra damage come into play as they try to muscle down the battle cattle. The Fortify keeping Key in this. Reinforcements have shown back up, and Key once again just an absolute survivor. Nick goes away from trying to put damage into Smash Boy. Now returns after realizing, hey, Smash Boy is low. And unbelievably, the flip comes through there for Broc Esports. Kite, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Overclock in, rush ready. Orbital Blade available on the other side. Not the best of combos because you tend to be super mobile with a Dragon Blade. Nick, just cuts right through Shimmer. Never mind your sound barrier. You're not getting it now. Not in this fight, at least. I love the symbols of the air nomads on the inside of the gun. Like really nice, cool details. Anyway, all right. Also on the side of the gun. Dragon Blade, Overclock, both invested. Sound Barrier also thrown in. And it's enough to work through the rally on the other side. 2 dashes on the Varsity, and you cut down 2 ultimates with 1 Dragon Blade. And Shashi with the most perfect start that Phoenix Guard fans could ask for on that one. It should just be a matter of cleanup, but it has been Key the Unkillable here on the Orisa. It's just kind of been the tail of the tape. Now it's going to be a downpour to try to lock the Flying Bison into place. And the supports are cut down. Key running out of sustain, running out of time on this objective. Can the reinforcements show up in time? Not this one. Not this time around. The mighty Bison is brought down. Then Phoenix Guard now on track to take this point. Just a little bit of cleanup. Shot lands. World of Mine is down. Yellow bar is going to go away so fast. And there it is. Phoenix Guard will take our first map. The 1-0 lead here. Yeah, that blade. I don't think that wasn't the second blade. Well, that was the first blade. That was the first blade. That wasn't even the second one. Was to me the more influential one as far as the overall series or the overall map was concerned. You know, you cancel rally and you cancel overclock. My goodness, let's go, let's go. Spike Mecha Goopa, thank you for the follow. Says let's go PXG. You know what? So far so good. They got a point on the board. They got a point on the board. Let's take a look at some stats. Shashi and NLU, both 40 and 4. Both similar damage output as well. A monstrous round from the likes of them and Smash Boy. Smash Boy very, very close to that on the hazard as well. Spectacular Lijiang. I think we're in for an explosive one here, friends. We're wasting no time getting into map 2. Quick reminder. Let's see. It was a Numbani ban out of Phoenix Guard. We are also getting the Phoenix Guard are sticking with the Tor ban, the Hazard ban out of Broc Esports. So instead of the Queen, they're going with the Hazard here, which actually, smart ban, considering that the ban was done before map 1, and then we see how strong Smash Boy was with the Hazard. This seems to be a calculated and researched ban. Smash Boy does come out with the Sigma instead. I have seen a little bit of Sigma. I've yet to see any levitation from the Sigma. The Sigma perks I've seen so far have been the increased stun on the rock, and then your kinetic grasp lowers your accretion cooldown. Have been the 2 perks that I've seen run so far from Sigma. He comes back out on the Appa. The Appa Orisa. I guess I'll come correct. Early pressure along the left-hand side. Ooh, NLU hits that shot. I mean, it was just right behind Smash Boy. Finds the double varsity, and a great headshot lands through the thick of that. Now, Zero comes up with a kill with Shashi going down. It would have to be a very quick recontest, but there is the possibility. You can see Shimmer going back for the taxi to ensure that they're 5 strong for this next attack. Kiki comes off of the Flying Bison onto the Flying Hamster. Ooh. And NLU finds first blood for the second fight in a row. And again on to varsity. Nick has managed to move up top. Broc Esports looking to gain control of Griffin and see if they can find some room to work. But here comes the pursuit. Shashi, Shimmer, and Smash Boy. That's a lot of shush. Come up the stairs. And, well, I mean, Broc Esports get cooked. Phoenix Guards by Oregon. Spike was the former tank. Smash Boy is the second coming of Spike Mecha. He's like an X that just keeps coming back. Awesome. Awesome. Rainfire, says Technic. That's a container rush out from this defense. NLU still playing on the top high ground, just has not been forced out. Eventually, you're going to see Key with the roll through. And the drop down, that's enough for Varsity to find the shot. It was good old clay pigeon pull there. Varsity nails it. That's the opener that Broc have been searching for the past 2.5 minutes. Now eyes on the Shimmer. Here comes a Gravitic Flux. Don't think... Ooh, it didn't catch one. Zero's able to swift step out of there. Varsity gets one. Nick goes down trying to get the pulse bomb in. Can't land it. Shashi's returned, and the attack is just petering out. Despite the great opening delivered from Varsity, can't quite capitalize on it. It's back to the drawing board here for Broc Esports. Key with some mines to work with, and we've got a concerning rush available as well. Oh, everybody converging here on Key. The call-out has been made. Oh, you need to get down to that health pack. Oh, there's just no escape. Phoenix Guard not giving you any exits. $35 seconds remain. Bevy of Ultimates here for Broc Esports to work with. Spike Mecha says I passed the torch over to Smash. He makes me so proud. Oh, that's actually super wholesome. I love it. I love it. Smash having a great defense, as is the rest of Phoenix Guard here at the moment. The PXG are looking to complete the full hold. They've got Overclock versus Overclock right now. NLU has been the better Sojourn on this map thus far. Can't quite secure a kill with that particular ultimate, though. Kia and Nick both low, but defense only 4 strong. Soundbarrier's in. Looks like a couple players trying to converge on Smash Boy. Actually, it's both supports. End up with Smash Boy right in front of them. Consuming Rush now invested from Zero as well, but both DPS are down here for Broc Esports. NLU is going to take down Key. There's just 2 supports left on this point, as World is Mine and Zero try to just keep each other alive, but there's not enough punching power to get anything done. And that's going to be the full hold. A pure full hold at that. Not a single percentage. Not a 1 picked up there from Broc Esports.
0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Oh, and Zuero is a former teammate? Is that what's happening there, Technic? Smash hit a block. Someone jot that down. Generational performance. Put it in the history books. All right, key out here on the Winston. Trying something a little bit different here to see if we can head into map 3 with still just a 1-0 scoreline. Otherwise, Phoenix Guard moving up to match point.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
NLU has been outstanding here. See if they can hit anything. Nope, nobody poking out on that one. Just give me a swap over to the Sojourn, I would imagine. Smash Boy also giving us some Winton. Let's get some Winton emotes. We got 2 Wintons on the board. That definitely deserves some Winton emotes. Let me see some Wintons in chat. I like audience participation. What can I say? Okay, Smash Boy heading into the back. Keep an eye on see if Nick can perhaps find an opening onto these supports. Okay, Smash Boy in to bite it more than they can chew. While Nick was providing a little distraction, a couple of kills from Varsity. So far, so good. You know, that's 1 fight down here from the defense. And what has got to feel like an insurmountable task. No room for error here for Broc Esports. You can see the supports are still a touch behind here. So, anticipate PXG taking their time on this approach. We're just going to get NLU. I mean, this is a fully loaded railgun here. There's Nick. You saw NLU kind of searching for it, kind of expecting Nick to come in. The spidey senses were tingling. This key hiding up on that top spot. Let's now come back to underneath stables. Goodbye on A lands on the NLU, and they are forced backwards. Nick just with attention on the Smash Boy. Ooh, what a stick! That was quite the throw there from Nick. Landed that one on the dome with Shimmer. Shimmer, there's a bug on you. I love the arch on it. Like, it wasn't like that a direct play. It had that nice kind of float moment. That was fantastic. It had some hang time. Okay. Half the time eaten off this attack. But now we're coming up on ults. Key does have an advantage as far as the primal. Let's see if it'll matter. Key is going to come in and get aggressive in on the auto. There's the nano thrown on to Key. They're trying to hold. Got to get NLU. Great read. Don't let NLU get set up on that second level. And Key makes the perfect move, but doesn't get the primal off in time. Oh, got burst down so fast. I think quicker than they expected. And, you know, you look for that magical 150 mark there, 150, 200 mark. Key went from like 300 to nothing so fast. Fortunately, this defense seems to be holding for now. Can Key make it back to this fight? There is Key coming into the top of your screen. Overclock, throw it in from NLU. Haven't gotten up to either. Doesn't have either perk equipped, but does not have the 150 extra damage here. So Key able to find Shashi through with this Primal Rage. Leaping in on top of Statue. Finds a low Smash Boy in the corner. Still scrimmed with us a lot. Oh, Zero was on our team for a bit way back, but didn't mean age requirement. Oh. And at the same time as the Pit partnership. I didn't realize y'all ever partnered with Pirates in Pajamas. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. We'll have to chat sometime. Feel free to add me on Discord. I love to learn more about the teams. Love to learn more about the teams. The more I know, the better I can tell your story. I will continue to learn, friends. I'm sorry I don't know it all already. Up in the air goes Smash. Nano Boost applied. Dragon Blade into the back, and Varsity's immediately cut down. Final fight for the map. So far, this defense is held, but Zero is gone. World's Might is trying to loop around with the rally, see if they can catch up and help out Nick on the other side. Key is still in this fight as well. Important fight here on the outside between Nick and NLU. NLU low, dancing around the outside. NLU gets the kill. Smash Boy comes in, but there's no Mega to be found. And we are in overtime. Smash Boy doesn't have time to wait. Has to go in, even as low health as they are. Varsity takes them down with the rail shot, and the overtime disappears. We have our first draw of Season 4. At least on stream. Double full holds, pure, no percentage given up on either side. Apparently both teams specialize in defense here today. What a wild, wild Blizzard world. Give me some map 2 stats. I can't tell you, the last time I saw a double full hold. I mean, you see like the fuller hold. You know, one team captures like 75% and then holds and wins. But it's been a long time since I've seen a pure double full hold draw. What a wild map. We don't even get a scoreboard for it. Since it didn't register as a win for either side, I guess. This may be the first draw I've ever seen in FACEIT League. Now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, that's 180 matches that I've been in lobby for. Not to mention, that doesn't even count co-streams and like Master Division playoffs that have main broadcasts and all that. I don't think I've ever seen a draw in FACEIT League. They're not very common these days. You don't get them very often these days. But yeah, we get no stats. We get no stats from that map, I guess, because it was a draw. We'll see. We'll see what happens after the next map and see if it shows map 3 as map 2 kind of thing. All right, speaking of map 3, we're getting ready to head into said map. It's Esperanca. Back into a Phoenix Guard map pick. So it's a Junker Queen ban back again here from Broc Esports. The Tor ban seems to be just a permanent thing here from Phoenix Guard. Headed to map 3. Yeah, it was for about a year. We got to meet all together at DreamHack Dallas. Hey, I was there. OWCS FACEIT was new and difficult at the time. Yeah, and didn't advertise this very well. Most of our history that people don't realize is we were the supporter group for the Atlanta Reign. Oh, that's why it's the Atlanta Phoenix Guard. Oh, the Atlanta Royal Family. Got you. Got you. That's amazing. Holy cow. I love the lore. I love the lore. Thank you for sharing that, Technic. That's cool. That's so cool. We draw these. Unfortunately, I'm afraid you did, Technic. I'm afraid you did. Sashi with opening pick here. Moving off of the Genji into the Tracer. Is that, I believe, the first time today? Question mark? We had all three maps on... I'm trying to think back on Lijiang. Did we ever see the Shashi Tracer, or was it all Genji? I think it was Genji for 2 of the 3. Hey, found first blood and last kill here in this opening fight. Rocking the NYXL skin. I saw that. That's like old school NYXL skin, right? That's, I mean, it still says Excelsior. Sharon HTC, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Shashi with a sneaky maneuver. World is mine and had no clue Shashi was there. I think it was fortunate Shashi didn't get the one clip in. It was smart enough to stay moving, even inside up there. Was staying high and moving on the walls. Very smart play. And that's why you never stand still. Like you never rest. You never know who's hiding in the corner. Sashi now in a bit of a duel on the inside as Nick is going to flush him out of that little hidey hole. But there's the Fox out here with a lot of speed. Waiting in Main Street. NLU takes full advantage. Finding World is mine for that opening pick. Key takes them down. Close to a downpour as the continuing rush has been invested here from Broc. And Key comes up with their second in the fight. On to the Curie. Now the jagged block, the spiked guard, excuse me. Coming up with one there at the end as well. He comes up with 3 in that fight. Already has that first perk, is rocking the off the top once again with the additional damage to targets above 250 health. With the violent lead, not with everything, just with the violent lead. Dueling downpours, been a wall kind of to separate the two. Everybody takes a breath, and Sashi moves in and finds first blood. Well, that's a very low. Varsity just jumps into the welcoming arms of Shashi. Just gave him a little good game there. Close spawns have already been unlocked by Phoenix Guard, by the way. They did get checkpoint off of that last push. Or their push. And it dueling overclocked over the top. Oh wait, no, it goes down immediately. Sound barrier advantage here for Broc, and Varsity picks up a pair. Safe in the back. They turn around and protect Shimmer. Ah, like any good DPS should. Keeping an eye out for that pesky Tracer. You don't want to lose your Lucio at the end of the fight. Varsity's all over it. Nice 3-piece, great overclock. Smash Boy able to prevent the checkpoint here just by, I mean, a matter of centimeters. We did get the container rush invested in from, well, it was from the attackers at first, from Broc at first. Now Nick has a blade as well. A momentary disengage from Smash Boy could have been dangerous, but they don't give up the checkpoint, and Nick kind of thwarted on the blade a little bit, just not able to pick up anything. There's only 3 players left here from Broc Esports, and Smash pursuing Zero on the outside. Finds that one in the dash through, and World is mine as well. Nice triple there from Shashi. Let's go. Well done. Well done, Shashi. Was momentarily on the Tracer. Yeah, you can see why they very quickly fall back into that Genji. Yeah, I'll definitely add you after this match. For sure, Technic. Oh, great wall. Smash Boy's in a lot of trouble here. Can't get healing, can't get out. What a perfectly positioned spiked wall. Or I guess it's jagged wall. It's the spiked guard. Downpour caught one, but it was just overwhelming force. Not enough power left here out of Broc Esports to fully take advantage of it. PXG are going to keep rolling here. The Atlanta Phoenix Guard. They're going to keep rolling. $100 meters now on the board. Double that set up by Broc Esports. Overclock thrown in from NLU. Sound barrier to couple with it. Oh, no, excuse me. Sound barrier in response. Coming out there from Broc Esports. Good downpour landed, and Nick is cut down. Smash Boy able to catch several with that, and Shashi's got the blade out. So 3 ultimates invested here out of PXG. And, I mean, Phoenix are getting the value out of it, though. Even get a deflect kill at the very end. Phoenix go around the corner here. 3.5 minutes to go. They're in the final stretch of Esperanca. Kitsune from both sides. Varsity needs to get something done here with the sound barrier. Excuse me, with this overclock. It doesn't. They're able to get one. That's not going to be enough. Shimmer gets the sound barrier down. I will say, yeah, I mean, it was a good shot to find East Pac-Man and keep the Kitsune Rush out of this fight. But with the sound barrier in, it looks like it's still enough for Phoenix Guard to win it out and inch ever closer to this cap. Not a whole lot of sustain here, so it might be an opportunity. Nick has got a blade. No, we'll get to use it. NLU says, get out of here with that. Esperanca belongs to the Phoenix Guard. Yeah, so now it's showing us map 2 stats. So that's actually map 3 stats. So we do not have stats for Blizzard World. We do not have stats for Blizzard World. This is Esperanca. Oh, let me get this background music. This is just a show. Just a show. Smash Boy, 21-3, most damage in the lobby. Not by a whole lot, by about 100. 121, if I'm being precise. DPS line stepping up. NLU, you know, about 1,300 ahead of the next DPS, which would have been Varsity on the other side. Great map there from NLU and Smash Boy. I mean, really just a great map from Phoenix Guard all around. Suravasa, your pick here for map number 4. Oh, we did get a side swap for the first time here in this series. Suravasa is Broc Esports pick. We are continuing the Tor ban. Actually, bans are the same from both. It's going to be the JQ and the Torbjorn again. I do need to swap sides on them for you, though. But here, I'll go ahead and throw you into the map. You can enjoy the beautiful sights of Suravasa. Honestly, genuinely, I think one of the prettiest maps in the whole game. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous map. There you go. Ban should be swapped.
Ready for battle.
Oh, please do it, Smash Boy. Please do it. I mean, Key's coming out on the Erases, so maybe not a good idea, but damn it, I would love to see some Reinhardt. Reinhardt didn't get the coolest abilities, I will say. Like, I was hoping they'd give Reinhardt a little bit, you know, like the ability to deflect would have been super cool. Like being able to bounce back stuff with Ryan would have been, like maybe you have to time it just perfectly, but I don't know, something a little bit more. It's all right. It's all right. Key is back on the Arisa. Smash Boy does fall back into that hazard. Now, I think back to the good ban that we saw out of Broc Esports there in map 2, where they ban out the hazard. They banned the Junker Queen in the other maps. I wonder if they're now wishing they had picked that hazard more. Shashi, back in that star roll on the Genji, finds first blood. I mean, and this has just been either Shashi or NLU have opened up, I feel like, every single map / sub-map. So good at getting these opening picks. But Key, pretty indomitable on this Arisa. And that survivability, that persistence, that tenacity will grant first control here again. But Smash Boy has moved out to find yet another kill. Varsity goes down, but Key finds revenge on to Smash Boy. Is there enough reinforcements left here out of Broc Esports to maintain this point? Looks like Key is able to at least keep everybody at bay for now, but the swift step in from East Pac-Man. East Pac-Man finds 2. And the swift steps on to the point and is just pouring kunai after kunai there into the side of Key. Turned Key into a pin cushion. Poor Appa. Garaman says, let's go, Nikki. Appropriate. I had Nick's POV up before I read that. I don't know if that's the Nikki you're referring to. I don't know if that's the same Nikki. Who knows? But, you know, it's a pretty good assumption, I'd say. We're deadlock in percentage. With the rush thrown out here from DXG. Blade out of Shashi. And they have just been lights out today. Exceptional Dragon Blades all day long. Even with nothing to back it up like in that. Oh, okay, there was a Kitsune Rush there to back that one up. But not the most traditional of combos, but I guess still a combo. You are still getting Shashi hiding on the south side. Right there. Right behind Varsity. And then there's no time in the clock for Varsity, so I guess things got to just start moving towards the objective. Just gets hunted down by both DPS out of PXG. Orbital invested here from Broc Esports on the outside, and he is making their way towards the point. Got booped off momentarily, but does get on before the overtime fades away. Smash Boy returns with the downpour. Not sure what they caught with it, but Key was not one of them. Looks like the rally vested into World's Mind was not rooted either by that. You still have those supports on the battlefield here for Phoenix Guard. You can see East Pac-Man, who got 2 late picks in the previous fight, still kicking, gets 1, but Key eventually is able to find the shots. Still, Key looks very outnumbered here on this first flashpoint of market. Phoenix Guard will get it done. Where are we headed? I figured out earlier, if you're looking out the front door, that the flashpoints go in alphabetical order and clockwise here on Suravasa. No ultimates for Phoenix Guard to work with in this next fight. Varsity has this OC to open up with. Trying to cover their tracks, but still ends up overextended ever so slightly. And Phoenix Guard are able to take advantage. Smash Boy comes up with a pair. And despite Key threatening otherwise, this should be first cap. Hazard with the tail is hilarious, by the way. Weekend here from the Phoenix says Broc Esports win. Wait, is this only room for one Phoenix in this Overwatch sphere? Is that what this is? He can. Cumberland out to prove they're the best Phoenixes of the Phoenixes? Okay, something like that. Ooh, opening pick from Shiver. Okay. I just slowed everything right down. Builds 40% here for Phoenix Guard. Oh, and Key's rocking the charge javelin. I think can be gnarly. That's a Kitsune Rush thrown in the back out of Broc Esports. Excuse me, out of Phoenix Guard. We did get a side swap. You know, he was holding that high ground. It doesn't mean a 1-for-1 trade. More ults coming online soon, but Key is going to beat them to the punch. Smash Boy forced to back away as reinforcements show up, and the indomitable Key still proving very difficult to kill, and that resilience proving very valuable here for Broc Esports. We're going to get an energy javelin land, but Shashi picks up one on the outside. The jab spin is just a touch late to block the rooting off of that downpour, and Key is wrestled to the ground by Smash Boy as NLU finds the better side of Varsity. Broccoli, broccoli, I sing a broccoli, I chop a broccoli. All right, sorry. I'll stop.
Ends now. Let's get back to basics.
All right, NLU is just a zoning OC. I actually don't hate it. You buy some space, defender's advantage, now firmly in grasp of Phoenix Guard here. And they could close out the series with a win on Temple. Kitsune Rush, Sashi from the other side. That charged javelin lands, but you do have Sashi in the back line. Shimmer actually coming up with another important first kill. This is the second flashpoint in a row. Shimmer's been the one to open things up here for Phoenix Guard. He's able to find one with the Terror Surge, but the Kitsune Rush has now been invested, and the Phoenixes are coming flying back in, roaring with flames. And they will leave nothing but ash in their wake. They grab control here of the third flashpoint. No, I'm just a World is Mine fan. I was just teasing, Heekin. I was just teasing. Sound barrier on the clock. Varsity starts off at the ladder. Looking at NLU across the way. That's the summer investment from Shimmer, and Broc Esports are just trying to disengage from it. World is Mine holding on to theirs and trying to wait for the right moment. No blades available. Now the counterpunch. I mean, it's time. World is Mine hesitating. You need to drop it. You need to drop that beat. You need to drop that beat. Key needed you. Now the beat comes in, and it's just a solo beat onto themselves. Oh, no. And in the final moments, Broc Esports lets this one slip through their fingers. And the Phoenix come up on fire, rising up and claiming the 3-0. Well, it took 4 maps. It took 4 maps for the 3-0. We did get the hyper rare draw. I mean, I genuinely think it may be the first draw I've ever seen on stream in FACEIT League. With the double full hold. But PXG come back with a vengeance. I mean, and just a great opening pair of fights on Esperanca. Kind of started things really tumbling in their direction. They found that extra gear. And that was all she wrote. You get the checkpoint there, the first 2 fights on Esperanca. You're able to protect that lead through the whole way through. You end up with a full cap, and then come through with a 3-0 there on Suravasa. God, I gotta give a big shout out to Shimmer. Opening pick on both of the 2 first fights. You know, the 2 first fights for both the second and third control points. Shimmer is there to find first blood on both of those important first picks. And then Shashi. Shashi had, I mean, killer Genji. One of the best Genjis I've seen in the division, bar none, without question. You saw East Pac-Man lighten up the feed. NLU on that Soj was dangerous, so deadly. And then Smash Boy leading the way here for this Phoenix team, mostly on the hazard. Looked exceptional in that hazard. Really, really great showing out of Phoenix Guard. I mean, there's some bright spots from the other side. You know, Broc Esports, they're going to move to 4-2. Still no slouches here. But, today just wasn't their day. Today just wasn't their day. SC Manoa and Chet saying didn't expect this result. I'm not sure that anybody did. I'm not sure anybody did. I would have firmly anticipated this one to go to 5. But Phoenix Guard, man, woo, what a game, what a performance. Well done, congrats to the Guard, congrats to the Atlanta Phoenix Guard. TechNeck, appreciate you being here and tell us about your org. I will definitely reach out and at least touch base since your friend request after the series. Which isn't gonna be long. The series is done. GG's, everybody. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Yeah, much love all around. Love it. I love to see that, TechNeck. Much love all around. But there you go. That's all I have for you, friends. That is it for the week. That is the end of our schedule for the week. So I will have some collegiate tomorrow. I'm going to be casting for an ECC tomorrow. So I won't have any FACEIT League for you tomorrow. I'm going to be catching up on some VODs and stuff. We do have Amplify's final match of the season, of the stage, I mean. Pardon me. Will be on Saturday, so I'll be co-streaming that. Yeah, we got more exciting stuff coming up. Great cast. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Gotta put the kid to bed. Hey, no worries. Hey, I'm about done here too. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Y'all have been wonderful. It means the world to see y'all on chat and stuff. That just means the world. Keep supporting Path to Pro. Y'all be kind to each other. Stay hydrated. I will see y'all, well, next week, I guess. I'll see you soon. I'll see you this weekend, actually. Y'all be good. Bye, friends.